Okay, on this one, we have to find the slope and the y-intercept of the line. Y-intercept is the easiest place to see. It's right here where the line crosses the y-axis, and that is at +1. So it cannot be C because that's wrong, and it can't be D because that's wrong. All right. So now we just got to find our slope. Remember, slope is rise over run. It's how much the y changes over the x. So I'm literally just going to zoom in and count my rise and run. And I can start this lower dot if I want. And then just rise 1 and go over 1, 2, 3. So up 1 over 3. Since the line is going down, that means it's a negative slope. And again, the rise was 1 and the run was 3. So B. And then if I were to just use Desmos, of course, I just add a table, plug in the points they gave me, and hit my magic blue button. So negative 0.3333x plus 1. And then for the slope, remember the slope is always the one with the letter. If I need to know what that fraction is, I'm going to just type a bunch of repeating 3s until that fraction button comes back. Booyah, there it is. All right. All right, on to the next one. Okay, we are doing a translation here. I can see that this one is the new one. This is my old one. All right. Remember, it's what I have to do to the old to get to the new. So it moved right and then down. And to be more specific, it moved right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times and moved down 2. And we're moving left and right. You could have seen that we were traveling along the x, right, 6 times, or x plus 6. And then when we went down, when we're traveling down, we're going up and down the y-axis. So down 6 would look like that. So this one says right 6, up 2, left 6, up 2, right 6, down 2. There it is. Okay, this one's being funny because they're saying like, hey, put a dot where the y is 7. Remember, y is 7 like all throughout right here. And where x is 3. X, where that's 3, all throughout there. And so obviously I'm going to put a dot where they intersect at, right there. And then I'm just going to clean up all these little marks I made really quick. Okay. And then, remember, it wants us to put 2 points. So where's the other point going to go? Well, you would have to know that proportional passes through the origin, which is at 0, 0. If it were an equation, it would look something like this or like this. As long as there's no plus or minus at the back, as long as the y-intercept is 0. So anyways, you put both of these points and it would make a line for us. Okay. Anyways, again, these things I wrote right here are proportional. Things about things being proportional. Okay, right here. We have to make a prediction. If I have to make a prediction, you might as well go ahead and draw a diagonal line that starts at the origin and goes through half of your dots. Like so, you want an equal number of dots above the line and like an equal number of dots below the line. Let me get rid of those really quick. Let me show you a couple examples of bad lines. Like, this is a bad line because all the dots are above the blue line. This would also be bad because most of my dots are below my blue line. So you just want to make sure that it cuts through like half of your dots. Just goes down the middle of them. Alright, anyways. So make a prediction when we spend 1,000 on advertising. Here's advertising down here. So I go to 1,000. I go all the way up. My answer is going to be somewhere around here. And that would be around 13,000. Okay, number 9. So, lateral surface area of a triangular prism is 252 square feet. So, you might want to go ahead and write your lateral surface area formula. Surface area equals perimeter of the base times the height of the prism. So, do I know what S is right now? Yes. S is 252. And then P. Do I know what P is right now? I do not, but it did tell me that my triangular base is 6, 7, oh my god, and 8. So if this is my triangular base, 6, 7, 8 right there. So now I can add all those up to find the perimeter. 6 plus 7, oh my lord. 6 plus 7 is 13 plus 8 more equals 21. So capital P equals 21. Perimeter of the base is 21. Now 21 times the height. Do I know what the height is? No, I do not. That's what I'm looking for. So 21 times height equals 252. 21 times something equals 252. If you wanted to just divide that right now, you could. Or go into Desmos and type my algebra equation. Never hit the equal sign. 252 equals 21 times h. My h would equal 12. And if I wanted to check my answer, I could do, does 21 times 12 equal 252? It does. So I know I got that right. Alright, number 10. Which value of the x what value of x makes the equation true? So this one should be a freebie, a give me. When we do algebra, we're going to type it. When we're doing algebra, we're going to type it into Desmos. We're going to replace the letter x with a. And never hit the equal sign for algebra. Replace the other x with an a. I'm going to type it in just like that. And it will give me the answer. Feel free to watch this at 2 times speed. Okay, I am not trying to be entertaining either. I'm just trying to get this done without sounding stupid. There we go. A equals 4. Alright. And that's going to be it for 1 through 10.